Hi guys, so we just got a dog. It's really exciting. I have let the housework go for probably a day and a half. I have to clean every single day, at least an hour a day, to maintain some civility around here. I am going to clean the entire house. I'm probably going to leave out the bathrooms in this video, but I'm going to clean those as well and just give it a once over. This isn't a really deep cleaning. I just want the house to look clean. I'm going to start by doing the laundry, so let's go. I have to gather up all the clothes that I threw all over the floor. Hey guys, so come on along. Now, usually I don't throw my clothes everywhere, but I have lost a lot of weight recently and I've gotten some different clothes and sometimes I just don't like how they look. I'm gonna go through the entire house and find everything that I can throw into the washer to make the biggest load possible. Oh, and here comes some bad news.
I have something to tell you.
What, Rafael?
Accidentally, I told Abigail not to turn it and she kept turning it.
Turning what?
The fan thing, and she accidentally broke it off.
Oh, of course. My daughter likes to pick stuff, so it makes extra work for me. I'm gonna wash this load of laundry first so I can fold it by the time I'm done cleaning the house. Yeah, give a big thumbs up on this video because I just put a load of laundry into the washer. Oh yeah, here's some more stuff. Good golly. It's pretty much a full-time job keeping these kids' rooms clean. They share a room, so they don't have too much space for anything. And we have tried to keep it kind of cohesive with the bedding. So you're supposed to walk in and you're supposed to have the two beds hit you in the face because it's all matchy-matchy. But yeah, Abigail, every single night, she gets all of her dolls out and she puts them in a bed with her. I'm sure there's some more lumps down the bed where she has put more dolls. My grandmother made these quilts, by the way, so I like to keep them on there as a part of her. They have never met her. Right now we're trying to get them to make their own beds, and usually in the morning time, Rafael will make his bed before he even comes out of his bedroom. And it's just become part of his morning routine. And his side always looks a lot nicer than her side. She doesn't really like to clean at all or help with any of the chores. She is 3 and Rafael is 6. He does get an allowance for doing his work every day. We were able to bring a few things from Israel for the kids, especially Rafael's cats. We mailed all of his cats over except for a few that he brought on the plane with him. But my mom had all of these toys ready and waiting for the kids to come, and it was just like they had all brand new stuff and it wasn't as hard for them. Just like you do when you purge, most of the stuff you give away, you try to give away, and some of the stuff you sell, and a lot of the stuff we just gave away to our cousins and our family there. They do go through these shelves and they read the books and they play with the toys, so it's pretty much like this every single night. I'm going to make a video on Rafael's morning routine because he does incorporate some cleaning and straightening up of his room before he leaves for school, and a nighttime routine where he is starting to pick up his toys and put all of his stuff away. He does his homework, so I'll do a nighttime routine now that he's going to school and he's gotten into a routine now. I put all of Rafael's clothes into his clothes basket and he puts them all away, but you can see it ends up kind of like this every time. But he really does try, and well, I don't know. There were some dirty clothes in the drawers and stuff that I had to, put in the next load of wash. Rafael also has OCD, and his tendency is to hoard things that aren't his. Things that are his, he usually keeps them under his bed. Now he's been keeping them in his closet. Like you'll see a lot of my hair stuff will be in here, or my jewelry will be in here. I don't know. He has OCD. To get him to not have this ritual, we do need to go through several times a week and just make sure that he's not hiding things. You can tell a person with OCD, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, but their brain is telling them, you better do this, you better do this. So it's you have to strike a balance For us, it's just been easier to go through and not shame him, but like get rid of his hoard, maybe even not with him seeing it, and starting all over. Sometimes he could melt down from that, but most of the time, since we've been doing it for a couple of years now, most of the time he's just fine with it. But look at all these dirty clothes he had. Right, yeah, you see my face? It's like, what? Okay, well the washers went too far, too long now, so it'll have to go in the next load. Now I'm gonna go through Abigail's clothes. Had to pause the video to go do some parenting.
You were not being nice, Abigail. You're acting really meanly.
Abigail knows how to get under his skin.
Do you need to pee in the toilet? Go pee.
So for right now, it's kind of working out that the kids are in the same room. All of their stuff is contained in the same room. We would like to build on to this house just another bedroom so that both of the kids can have their privacy, especially since they are going to get older. And this is a really tiny room. It is like 14 by 8, I believe, and the closet takes up so much space, but it does hold a lot of their stuff. They really only use this bedroom to sleep in, and sometimes we do send them in there for quiet time. If they are having a problem processing or they're just in a bad mood, we'll send them to their room with a book or a toy, and they can play quietly by themselves in here. When we got here, my mom had been saving for 2 years the clothes for Abigail, so we had probably 2 really big suitcases and a duffel bag of just clothes for Abigail. She has grown out of some of those clothes already, but we still have a lot of clothes for her. She has a bunch of different clothes for her nighttime and for playtime, and she's got some really nice dress-up clothes, and a lot of subscribers have sent her a lot of really nice clothes too. So she has a lot of clothes. You know, this is my first girl. I've had 2 boys before, and it's just so fun to dress up a girl.
Read the book to her, and you can both look at it.
An exciting thing is Rafael can read.
No, what does N-O-A-H spell?
Noah. It's a name. Noah.
But with that comes the ability to read things online, and some of them might not be so nice. So we do have to monitor how he goes online.
What is P-A-I-R spell?
Pear. Pear means 2 of something.
I don't have to read words.
Abigail's enjoying getting books read to her too.
Kind. 2 of each kind, right, Rafael?
There is nothing going to change about our channels. There's a lot changing with YouTube, but we can't and we won't change anything about our channels. However, we are going to do an announcement about our channels and what is going to happen for our kids now that there are changes going on with YouTube. We are going to make our YouTube specifically for our kids, and we are going to move on to other things. Nothing is going to change about the vlogs. They're going to stay exactly the same. It's going to have everyone in it, and we're going to include our day just like we always have. But we'll make an announcement later.
The rain fell. I can't see the book. Horse. Daddy. Horse. What does R-O-S-E spell?
Rose.
You just said it. It rose up.
Rose. The ark. Rose. How do I read these? Mask. When Grandma give it to me. Kids.
If you don't make fun out of cleaning, then kids will never do it. Hi, kitty. Or cats. Okay, I'm going to clean the bathroom now, but I'm not going to show it. But you can see what it looks like. Yeah, the bathroom is something that I would like to do a slight makeover on, but it's probably never going to happen. The kitchen floor needs replaced. It's brand new, but we have spilt water on it and it has bubbled up very easily, very quickly. The floor was not the right flooring to put in the kitchen, so we need to replace the floor, the cabinets, and the countertops. That would cost more money than what our house is worth, so we decided not to do that and just to live with it how it is. And if it gets so bad, we will eventually strip the floor. Now, I got this tote from Goodwill, and I keep it in the back of the car. We put our reusable shopping bags in it. I bring it in the house, I unload it, and then I put it in by the front door, so when we go outside, we can just put it back in the car. Now, I'm gathering up all the trash to take out because the trash is right next to the car. Every time we go to Goodwill, I just go through and see what clothes there are for Rafael for next year. These are going to be his school clothes for next year. They're all name brand, and I can't believe I got such a great deal. They're like $2.98 a piece. And we got some clothes for Hadar as well, some shirts, and they were just a couple dollars. So all of this stuff, I'm going to throw the tags away and put the rest of this stuff in the washer pile for the next load. Your clothes never stop. Bam. Now I clean the kitchen! Yeah, I have no idea what all that noise is, but I blame that one. She is always getting us into trouble. Now it's time for a snack. I was kidding, but no, not really. I'm really not kidding. It's sugar-free whipped topping.
That's mine?
Yeah, whatever. Well, usually he makes my coffee, which is pretty good. I've been buying some sugar-free creamer that is flavored. It's really good, but it's a little too expensive and you can have cheaper alternatives, so I decided to do that. And I bought some cold brew from the Bent & Dent for only $1. Now, the way my mom taught me how to wash dishes is you wash the glasses first, mostly wash the plastic first. So plastic and then glasses, and then plates, and then small bowls, then big bowls, and then you get your pots, and everything else is last. Mostly the silverware is last. So when I get to the silverware, I'm always like, oh, I can only do a job 90%. And then I always want to leave the silverware because I hate washing silverware for some reason. A good system that we have come up with that takes half of the load off of me because I don't like to put the dishes away. I will take them out of the drainer and I will set them on the counter, and then Hadar will put them away for me when he makes coffee in the morning, which has been really, really helpful because that's doing half of the work. Unless I'm sick or there's some kind of devastation going on in my life, I wash dishes at least minimum twice a day. So in the morning I wash dishes, and after lunch or after dinner I wash dishes. But there's usually 100% of the time there will be dishes in my sink. Several years ago, I fasted for 40 days. So I water fasted, and all I had during that fast was water. And I still had to cook for everybody in my house, and it was amazing to me how much people eat and how often they eat. It's just amazing to me. And I was living off of nothing for 40 days, so things like that you notice. And I watched a TV show called The Good Place, and the guy in it said, "You're always chewing or sleeping. Chewing or sleeping. That's all you do, chew and sleep." And after water fasting, I can definitely say that, yeah, if you were not a human and you were looking in on a human's life, you would say, yeah, you're chewing or sleeping. Now, it wouldn't be right for me to just show cleaning, so I'm also going to show how I make a very, very quick salad. Because my family's hungry, but only because I just cleaned my kitchen. My mom said every time she cleans her kitchen, she has to make herself something to eat. And I think it's just a human nature that you want to mess something up after you just clean it. At least it's my kids' nature, I know that for sure. So I'm just dumping some salad in here. Hadar has been grilling chicken for us, and when he grills out, it lasts for a week and a half, 2 weeks. We freeze some of it, and we use some of it, and basically we make these just very basic chicken salads. We have tried to send our kid and let him just eat food from the cafeteria at school, and when we found out what he was actually eating, we decided not to let him do that all the time. We'd let him do it for special occasions so he can fit in school, whatever, but most of the time we do fix his food for him, and we send him with healthier food than what the school would give them. The school's food is 100% processed, very heavily processed with a lot of chemicals and a lot of ingredients. And this salad has maybe 7 or 8 whole food ingredients, so we think it's better for him to eat stuff like this. And he's pretty much been eating this his whole life, so he's used to eating this. The kids actually crave salad and want salad. They will ask for it. I like salad too, but I never as a child asked for my mother to fix a salad for me. We've even gone to restaurants and I have stayed away from salad because I can make salad at home, you know, for $1. Well, these kids ask for salad while we're out. It's just amazing to me, like, where their taste buds are. And don't get me wrong, they like junk food too. Be there in a minute. What? Oh no, when the kids have something to tell me, it usually means it's bad. I'm pretty much exhausted at this point. Sometimes I have chronic fatigue. It's most likely caused from the EDS that I have been diagnosed with. Sometimes my day ends at 10 o'clock a.m. and I can't do anymore. And sometimes I can go to 8 or 10 p.m. It just depends on the day. But on this day, this cleaning video took literally all day because I was cleaning. We made lunch, I actually made dinner, we gave baths. I mean, it just went on all day long. But at the time, it was a holiday, I had people over. I mean, I just had let the house go. We have been working out 2 to 3 times a week, and we weren't at the house a lot. So it just added up, it piled up, and it was time to get a deep clean going. I've actually had the flu for the past 2 days, so it's probably not a good time to do a voiceover because my voice is a little crackly sounding. I slept about 40 hours in 2 days, if you can believe it, so I was so sick, and I'm just now feeling better. So I've had this video for a long time. I have filmed it and just never done a voiceover. I decided today was going to be the day that I actually get it done. I'm trying to get all the videos off of this computer so I can start over fresh and we can have fresh new daily vlogs. Alright, so Hadar goes back behind me and he dries everything off to make it look really nice. And I'm going to scoop out the lunch for today. And today's lunch is the salad with some dates that I need to get rid of and use up. And the kids love dates. It is nature's candy. So we're all going to eat over here at the table today. But yeah, I was pretty much done at this point, and especially after I eat, I'm going to be really, really done. I have to go get some forks out of my fresh wash because I have none. Yeah. Okay, we're going to eat lunch and then continue to clean.
Can I have some?
Alright, I'll probably put this away, but this is what I do. I put the dishes on the counter and I let Hadar put them away. And then I start another load of dishes. If I didn't start that next load, then they would just stay in there and pile up. So I get it out. My mom made baked beans and she brought it over in this container and it stained it, and this is the second time I've washed it and it's not coming out. So do you have a clue of how to get that out? Because I do not. Yeah, so this is the second time, and you never think that you're going to end up with this many dishes just after lunch. I'm putting the dishes away, but this is usually what Hadar does. So completely off topic, I'd like to know how many of you are gamers and would be interested in gaming content. It would not be on YouTube at all. It would be either on Twitch or YouNow, if we can do it on YouNow. Slowest stream ever. Anyway, it's even slower now because we bought the wrong filters for the fridge. So it comes out really, really slow now. We have to change the filter. Hey, I'm still standing. It sounds like a really good day to me. I can look throughout my house and most of the counters and surfaces are clean. I'm feeling real good about this. We're gonna take this salad and probably take it to town with us so we can share a salad while we're out. And these are really cool containers. I think it's from Rubbermaid. They seal tight and they do not leak. There is no way that this container is going to leak. It is completely sealed. When I open it up, I have to actually pop it off. It's a really good container and it comes in a pack of 2. Just going to do the finishing touches. Wash the counter, wash my sink out. I'm gonna wash the table and all of the table mats. We haven't been using this table as much because I bought 2 bar stools for the counter island. And we just let the kids eat up there, and sometimes we eat at off times and we'll eat at the table. But usually we haven't been eating at the table very much, and we may even take it out. We like hanging out as a family in the mornings in this room.
What a friend we have in Jesus.
Take your foot off, please.
You come to Colorado and bring all your friends.
Why don't you do it off? Come on. You know you sing it well and you sing it out.
Yeah. These kids are so messy.
Anyway, did you get my impression of Abigail Fremantle? I did not name my daughter after Abigail Fremantle, but she is in my favorite movie, and I just realized that like a year ago. I'm always quoting Abigail Fremantle from The Stand. So we got these 2 bookcases, and the only bad thing about them is they're dark and they show every little bit of dust that you could ever possibly have to land on it. I do have to keep them dusted. It's best that I have found that if you use a dry duster, not a feather duster, but one of those electrostatic dusters, that it actually stays on there and it gets more and it stays cleaner than if you wet dust it, but I wet dusted it this time. I got this warmer at a yard sale, and I can't believe how cheap that I got it for. I got it for $1. I was like, is there something wrong with it? She's like, no, it works. And it came with the wax and everything. I'm gonna eventually take the wax out because I got some wax, I believe, from Aldi for $1.65 a piece. And you get 6 little containers of it for $1.65. I thought that was great. So I got apple pie and vanilla. So yeah, Hadar is used to recycling beer bottles, but we don't recycle bottles in Florida, so they go in the garbage. Oops. So I'm just going to stuff everything in the drawers and try to get it all flat as I can, and then I'm going to empty off this countertop right here. I'm going to pile everything that doesn't belong in this basket here and take it out of my room so I can hurry up and clean the rest of this house, because by now I'm just like so far done. But I really want this week to start off good. I want it to start off clean so I can have an easier time of maintaining it being clean. Once it's clean, it's easier to maintain than it is when you just let it go.
Oh, Mara gotta put on her G-Nate.
That was my impression of Stuart's mom, and we do impersonate Stuart a lot in this house because it keeps our it keeps our level of happiness up. Okay, so I got this basket down. The cat has been sleeping in this basket and there is hair everywhere, and I am allergic to cats, okay? So I have stopped her from sleeping in our bedroom while I am in it, but she sleeps in this basket while we're out of it. So there's hair everywhere. So I'm going to put all of the stuff that's in this basket that was random, that had no home, I'm going to put it all away right now. I'm gonna go around the house and just put it away. I have wanted to do this for so long, just take a huge basket and throw everything into it. And if it doesn't belong and I can't find a space after that, then I'm gonna get rid of it. Would you believe that this house is 2 bedroom and 1 bath, and it has taken me all day just to clean this part of the house. And look at this living room. Oh my goodness. So that is our family room pretty much. It's called a Florida room because most of the walls are actually windows, and that's what Florida rooms are. It's nice to actually, why are they made like that? Because it's hot here. Anyway, we love to sit in there. We have our workstation in there, our computers where we work from home. And we have our large TV in there with our sound system, and we enjoy watching movies on movie nights. It's just a really nice place to chill out. And when the hurricane was going on, Zeb actually came over and he watched a whole bunch of Dark Crystal, The Awakening or something like that. So we're gonna get into that series as well. So now it's time to dry the clothes and make another load of clothes. Hopefully I'll have another load here, so I can get it all done in one day. I just love my washer and dryer. It's so huge. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to. Hi! So we're cleaning the house today and we're making a video out of it, and it's really taken all day long, and my house is the worst it's ever been, probably. And I don't even know what happened to the living room. It looks like there were multiple animals in there just throwing stuff around.
Hi guys, today we're cleaning.
Okay, it's time to get the kids involved. They made most of this mess, so hey, let's get to it. Abigail's not going to help today because she's not feeling well. She's been laying down. You can see she's got her pillow and her cover right there. She doesn't like to clean anyway, so I don't really expect it, even though I do tell her multiple times, hey, clean this spot up, put this away specifically. But it's still hard for her. She's 3 years old. She is really not into cleaning. Rafael, he wants to be a big help. He wants to do, you know, a lot of stuff around the house. He wants to have the responsibility, and he wants people to praise him for doing a good job. He has always been enthusiastic about helping. Now, Abigail, she wants to help me cook. She loves to cook, so she can help in those ways. Usually before we get a game out or anything like that, I usually tell them, hey, if you're going to play this, you need to clean it up before you move on to something else. Well, this had just gone on for too long, and there was so much stuff out that there was like no way that they could put it back together without my help to sort it all. So we're going to move over to the other side of the room, and a lot of this stuff their grandma and grandpa in Israel have gotten for them, so I brought it with us so he could play with. There's a car set that Tono Cat's got for him. We are definitely keeping that. We'll probably add on to that later because it's one of those things that you could make a huge track. And there's a train track pieces, and we're just sorting all of it out because everything got thrown all together. This isn't the best organized system, but I don't really know what else to do for organizing these types of toys. He's going to go take that bucket and put it underneath of his bed, and that is also another way that we have found to keep him from hoarding stuff under his bed, is to fill it up with boxes. Abigail's just not really feeling well, so she's just going to lay here and watch everybody clean. My kids don't really tell you when they're not feeling well. They just kind of lay around the house and don't do anything. But most of the time they are up and moving and getting into everything. And we only know when they're sick when they sleep or they lay down. This is starting to look so much better already. I really love to wake up to a clean house, and it's something that I haven't had for a couple of months now since we've moved here, because we have been working on trying to get everything organized and working on the house, and there's just stuff piled in places that we can't get to right now. Rafael is a really big help, and Hadar is a help. Usually about once a week he will go through and he will vacuum all of the house. He cleans the car out, he takes care of the outside, takes care of the car, so he helps in that way. Sometimes he does dishes, but usually it's when he puts them up, and we do half and half the laundry most of the time. We've started what we like to call tornado, and we will take all of the clothes, or we'll go into a bedroom and we will just clean everything really quickly, and we tornado it, and we see how quickly we can get it done so we can go do other things. Since having a cat and a dog, the hair can get seriously piled up, and plus I'm losing my hair, so that's everywhere on the floor too. We like to do crafts and play in this room, so it is always just full of everything. I used to vacuum twice a day, and now I have started vacuuming about 3 times a week. But yeah, I would love to get back into the habit of vacuuming twice a day, because when I did that, it kept all of my allergies down. You never saw dirt on the floor. Well, you did because I have kids, but it was a lot better. And yeah, I love a clean floor. So when we lived in Ohio, my best friend lived right next to me, and I would go over to her mom's house, and she would sweep her entire house with a broom, and her entire house, except for her kitchen, was carpeted. So I just thought that was so hard, so much hard work. But that's one main thing that I remember of her, was that she was always sweeping her carpeted floor with a broom. I have since moved this rug out of the hallway and put it into the kids' room because it just made more sense. Like, it was getting really dirty out here, and I thought it would be really cute there. But see, they have an air vent, so I had to push it back to where they can't use their bottom drawer, which is okay anyway because the bottom drawers stick. So I finally caved in and put the rug in their bedroom, and it matches much better, and it's good for them to sit on while they're reading and playing in their bedroom. So as I'm vacuuming this rug, I remembered that the kids dumped out their money bank, and it is everywhere inside the rug, and you cannot see it because this is a very high piled rug. So I get all the money stuck in my vacuum, and I have to look through the rug to find all the coins. I'm just thinking about, in a couple hours from now, how messy the house is going to be again. I'm going to have more dishes. I'm going to have more food on the floor. I'm going to have more toys laying around. I'm going to have more clothes thrown on the floor. So yeah, it never ends. It's daily, all day long. But it looks pretty good right now. So I'm happy about it. I'm trying to think of anything else that I could possibly do to make this any more miserable. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm pretty much done. This is the end of our journey here. Okay, so that pretty much concludes our cleaning for today. And now we can go back home to our mansion. See you later. Have a good day.
See you later. Have a good day.
Oh my goodness.
Bacon.
What's that?
180% of what I started with, and it's getting close to there. Whoa!
Okay, Sai? Yeah, we're gonna play on the trampoline.